I'm getting a little cold, Morrison. I'm over 40 now. This one is for the hunters. Guys out there sitting in the cold, shooting a deer and getting us this beautiful meat. This one is for all the hunters out there sitting in the cold. We're going out with you guys because we're not gonna sit inside. We're just gonna cook. Look at my breath. For a Dutch guy, this is pretty cold. And the wind's coming, it's raining. Gusts of rain is just blowing into my face. But the hunters are out there. I heard them today. Pom pom, shooting. So we should be out there as well, cooking this beautiful meat for you guys. Because we got something special. And this is our beautiful picanha. An absolute beauty from a deer shot here locally. I know what you guys hunters are gonna say, whoa, don't eat the fat of a deer because it tastes horrible. Let me tell you, this is a special deer, and of course, I'm doing my first wild shot deer picanha, and it's an experiment for me too, but I've had meat from this animal before, and we had a little bit of fat on it and it tasted amazing. So I want to make picanha from the deer with the fat cap on. But before we get into it, I want to make Pico de Gallo. Chop fine an onion and chop fine 3 tomatoes. And this is where things get a little different from the traditional Pico de Gallo. Because I'm using Turkish peppers. I'll chop them fine, then I'll chop fine some fresh parsley, add some pickled juice from the peppers, grind down some black pepper, a little bit of salt, some olive oil, and it's all done. Man, this looks good already. Now let's fire up the grill. Our grill is hot. Yes, it is. Why are you laughing, Morrison? Okay, let's be honest. The light's in the way. Morrison doesn't want to put up the light, so I have to go down a little bit. But I want to tell you guys, the grill's hot. It's freaking hot, so it's ready to start cooking. So let's just go. A toast of bread, a little bit of olive oil, and I already made a little bit of garlic and parsley, and just gonna spread it onto our toast. And no matter if it falls off in the process, because the flavor is sticking on. And of course we need some seasoning in the form of salt. And now it goes on the grill. In the meantime, I'm gonna do the same for the other side. A little bit of olive oil, no seasoning, no vegetables, just the olive oil will be sufficient. And we gotta check to make sure it doesn't burn, but slowly toast. Now our grill is super hot, so we gotta be quick about this. We just gotta get our toast on. This is mine, Morrison, just so you know. And the good part is, when this is done, we're gonna put Pico de Gallo on it, or at least my version of it, Pico the Pitmaster. And it's gonna be so good. The combination of a crispy bread and a fresh salsa. Look at that, a little bit of toast, a little bit of crunch, more than enough. Everything's ready. We got our Pico the Pitmaster ready. We got our bread toasted. Now it's time for our beautiful venison picanha. Before we put this on the grill, I just want to score the fat cap real quick. And the reason that we do that is that the fat will render down more easily. And it also allows us to get more salt on that fat cap and therefore crispen up even better. Of course, we're using fleur de sel, and don't get alarmed about the amount of salt that we're putting on this fat cap, because most of it will drop off into the fire, but at the same time we'll take some of that fat that's melting with it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good. And just a little bit of seasoning on the meat side. I know I normally season afterwards, but this time I'm gonna make a little exception, because I can do whatever I want to. This is gonna be a quick and easy cook. We have our grill set up with direct heat still. We're just gonna go put these on, and we're gonna grill them 2 minutes on each side until we hit a core temperature of 52 degrees Celsius. Yes, I know what you're thinking. This is gonna be amazing. But we haven't tasted it yet, so we don't know. But before we try it, quick shout out to all the hunters out there and the butchers that are willing to shoot this for us and put in all the work, be out in the cold. Well, let's just get into it.
Dips on the bread.
You can't put dips on your bread.
Yeah, but you gotta make plans for it.
No.
You gotta make plans for
bread,
it. No, it's gonna stay here, and I'm gonna leave it there until I eat it.
Is it that bad?
It's crazy.
How is it possible that venison is more tender than beef?
I must say, it doesn't really taste like venison. It's different than beef, but it's also not venison. It's like an in-between.
We gotta get more of this stuff. Get your Nerf gun out. We're going in the forest. Dude, seriously.
Find your butcher, torture him, I don't know, wake him up in the middle of the night, keep calling him until he gives you this piece of picanha, the venison picanha, from the best deer he can find.
Now we're getting to our Italian slash Mexican slash Turkish mix of garlic bread. The peppers are really there, but lightly. They don't overpower the pico de gallo, but it's so refreshing when you have a fat piece of meat like this venison with the fat cap, especially with the garlic bread. It's just a great combination.
Venison picanha garlic sandwich. Did you ever had that? You know what I just realized? We just had the best picanha we've ever had, and it came from an animal that lived in the wild. It doesn't move.
It's not man-made.
It's not grain fed.
It doesn't come from Japan. It's not been in a factory.
It's not been in a factory.
I think that might be the most important part. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave us a
big thumbs up and a comment down below.
Hope to see you guys next time. And then eat smakelijk
and keep on grilling.
That's right.